Hey, what's up? First of all, I would like to thank people, the 13 people that have viewed this video. It's funny because when I first started making these videos, it was just something to do, and usually it's in my car, and I thought I would talk about politics, just different things, and then I started thinking about it, like I'm just going to start talking about things that happen in my life on a daily basis. So my hope is people subscribe to my page and listen to some of the silly stuff, or sometimes I'm serious or just inquisitive about some things. Now, today's topic, I did one topic on one of the videos. I said never date a woman from Brooklyn, New York, which that was a true story. But today, real quick, I'm gonna tell you about the reason why I always do them in my car. Well, first of all, I have a mother that's very sick, but she's well, but she's sick. So, I don't want to speak that. So I say she's well enough, but she gets treatments every other day, and I have to make sure that she gets to her treatments and stuff. So this is my rehabilitation to take my mind off of that process. So I usually just sit in the car, wait for her treatments to be over or something. But this time, other than her being sick, she slipped. Now she broke her hip. Now she's sick and she has a broken hip. So now she's in a rehabilitation center, which I'm sitting outside now because they doing a little rehab with her right now, and I had to leave the room. I have other brothers and sisters who help out or whatever, but some way, somehow, I'm always the designated guy who have to stay overnight. That's just the way it is. I don't know why it's like that, but it's like that. Now, to move on, the subject today is going to be about, I'm trying to do it fast because it's not that much time on this video. But the subject is ghetto women. Ghetto woman. Now, I'm trying to talk to you guys, whoever listening to the video, and like, I'm like very upset on the inside, but I kind of cooled off in this process of starting this videotape or whatever. I'm going to tell you what happened. I stayed the night with my mother overnight last night in this rehab place that I'm sitting in the parking lot right now. Around 4:30 a.m. in the morning. I mean, it's very uncomfortable in there. I'm on a little bench. My mother, she's spoiled, so she just want to know if someone's in there with her. So, for the love of my mother, I stay, I sacrifice, I do what I have to do for my mom. Okay. So I'm sitting in there, and I hear this conversation with this ghetto woman, or I say girl, woman, and she's talking to this flamboyant guy. I can hear that conversation in a hallway. I mean, she is so loud. You know the type of people that's like, they're talking to someone and they're talking to them, but they want everyone to hear their conversation. It was that loud, especially 4 a.m. in the morning, 4:30 a.m. in the morning. So it was so loud that it like startled my mother. She woke up, from the bed, and she looked around, and I was like, "You okay, Ma?" She was like, "What's that? I just heard something." So what I did, I told my mother, "Relax." I looked out the door of the hospital, like I looked out the door in the hallway, and I saw him standing there. And the first thing she said, now, this is how she act to me. This was how she looked to me. So I'm going to try to do it. So this is why I make videos, because I try to impersonate people or whatever. So I look out the door, and, and she said, "Can I help you? Can I help you?" So I look, and I said, "Oh, okay." I saw her and the flamboyant guy, you know what I mean by flamboyant, standing there. And I said, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" She said, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Yes." I said, "Could you kind of like," now this is what I really did. No, I'm not going to fabricate. I said, "Well, could you guys kind of like tone it down a little bit? You kind of woke up my mother. It's kind of loud in here." So she said, "Excuse me? What did you just say? Excuse me?" I said, "No, I'm just asking you. Like, if you kind of like tone it down a little bit, because you kind of it's kind of too loud a little bit. I can hear your conversation," and it actually woke up my mother. Now, granted, it's about 30 something other people on the same floor, patients that's sick, everybody, and I guess she had on her scrubs and stuff. I wouldn't call her a nurse or whatever. Maybe she was just apprentice whatever you call a person that thinks they're a nurse, but they're not a nurse, a hospice person to help people. I don't know what she is, but I know she worked there. Now, the problem I have is, after I said that to her, she said, oh, wait a minute, boo. Wait a minute, boo. Now, what you're not going to do is tell me what I can and can't say out of my mouth. So let's get that right, boo. So I stood there like, I can't believe this is like happening right now. Because she's at work and her job is to comfort patients. So the way the world is going down is she's getting paid for a service, but it makes it seem like the patient is doing her a favor. Instead of her being the service to the patient, it's all about the patients. It's not about her. And when she said that to me, I said, really, because I'm already upset because my mother's sick, her hip is broke, and I said, lady, now my head is still out the door. I'm like, lady, please. Like I said, hey, look, lady, please, you don't want to go there with me, please. All I'm asking, I'm real low. Please, all I'm asking you, if you could just tone it down a little bit or whatever. No, you make me shut up. You make me shut up. And so she was getting off the gate. The little flamboyant guy was still standing there. He looking stupid, dumb. Ghetto. Totally off the hook. Next thing I see is two Caucasian women just come around the corner. Pew! They came around the corner, came in the room where I was at, shut the door, whatever, and apologize on behalf of the ghetto girl that's standing out in the hallway, which I think they scared to say something to her. Like, so they was like, well, sir, we heard the whole conversation, and it's a coincidence that me and my they was the head nurse. They was the head people there. We was just talking about how loud her conversation was in the hallway, and it just so happened within seconds I heard you and her getting into a confrontation. I said, hold up, I didn't get into confrontation with her. She's the one. She said, well, she said, I know, I apologize. Is there anything we can get you? If we can get you some coffee, we can calm you down, we can make sure your mother's good. We'll totally apologize. We're going to pull her up about it. And, she was totally wrong. It was totally unprofessional, whatever. And my question to them is, you guys are coming in here on behalf of her. Why couldn't she realize that on her own? She's in this place to work and to help and to serve, not to argue with me.